I'm in so much pain right now.
It's funny, Nicolina. I'm real happy that you got on hormone blockers. I think that was a good move. You look a lot better as a guy. I gotta say, you look a lot better with a beard. Whatever. Dude, California teen was sentenced to 4 years in prison for making hundreds of swatting calls. And I try to say, like, y'all, people doing that shit, dangerous. Some teenager is stuck in prison now for 4 years because he thought he was going to be a fucking smartass. There was a farmer who had a pup. Bingo was his name. Oh, Bingo, Bingo, Bingo. Bingo was his name. Oh, I got any content besides silence? Sure, I could show my dick. I could show my penis, I guess. Would you like to see my penis? You feel lucky, punk, do ya? Funny. It's like why do women say that shit? If I had a magnifying glass, like even the smallest human penis isn't microscopic though. Like I don't get how that's supposed to be funny. Like even the smallest man's penis, that's maybe 2, 3 inches, and even that you wouldn't need a microscope though. Like the fuck is it, a clit? Bingo. Bingo was his name. Oh. It was a father who had a pup. Bingo was his name. Oh. Bingo, and Bingo was his name. Oh. A shitty name to give a dog. Here, Bingo. Come on, Bingo. Hey, Bingo. Here, Bingo. Hey, Bingo. Come here, Bingo. If I had a dog, I'd name my dog Max. It's like every like every time a suburban white kid gets a chance to name their dog, and it's always Max. Hey Max, hey Max, hey Max, hey Max, hey Max. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Like if you could explain what you're asking, but you're not explaining what you're asking though. Oh, look, Sugar Chris is trying to downplay Bubs abusing his dog. Yeah, Chris says, oh, well, we don't know if Bubs physically abused his dog. He only yelled at his dog. Oh, okay, right. It's okay to verbally abuse your dog then, is what Sugar Chris is saying. Oh, okay. Got you. What's next? What's next? Sugar Chris is gonna have a friend that rapes people, and what, you're gonna downplay that too? Oh, oh, I know somebody. I know some nasty piece of shit out there who probably raped someone, but it's not that bad because some excuse. Like that's like, oh, oh yeah, I have this friend who just diddles kids, and but let's downplay it. He only talked to the kids. He didn't actually molest them though. He only sexted the minor, but he only sexted the minor though. He didn't abuse him physically though. What's next? Oh, Bubs didn't abuse his dog. He just verbally abused his dog. No, that guy didn't diddle children. He only said he was gonna diddle children. Oh yeah, oh that woman abuser. Oh he only he only smacked her in the face. He didn't punch her in the face. It's always downplaying something in this community. Always something to downplay something. Like it's always something, isn't it? Oh, but it's not that bad. Oh, but it's not that bad. He didn't mean to hurt. He didn't mean to hurt innocent people. P. Diddy didn't mean to put baby oil on his victims. He didn't mean to have her freak off and have sex with women against their will. Right? It's like, oh, okay, let's just downplay everything then while we're at it. Then, right? Like, then fuck it. Let's just downplay everything, right? Oh, that person didn't mean to murder. He did it out of self-defense, hypothetically speaking. Raw. It's like, oh yeah, yeah. I didn't stick my hand in the cookie jar. I only stick my foot in there. You know, I didn't do anything. I didn't stick my hand in the cookie jar though. I only stuck my toes in the cookie jar. And yes, Connie, we know what you are, Connie. And yes, Connie, I understand how disgusting you are, Connie. Fucking idiot. And my sister, and my sister. I mean, it's all Connie's fault that I'm homeless, eh? Fucking weirdo. And people lately trying to tell me you gotta have faith. Like, the fuck does that mean? I had faith throughout my life. But what is faith getting me? It's been like 3 months since I wore my Crocs. Cause like, I don't know what the fuck to believe in. What's there to have faith over? Like, it's this simple, it's this basic. Life sucks for some people, and then for some it doesn't. Period. No sense to be made out of it. No right or wrong. You could be a shitty person, have a great life with all sorts of stuff, you know. And then you could be someone who just wants to live and just be left alone. And you just can't do that. You just can't fucking do that. Then there's some people, silver spoons in their mouth when they're born. Like they just go through life carefree. They don't even have to work for anything. Now you tell me, what, that's God? Is that faith? Did God just say, well, this fucking shitty fucking piece of shit on this planet deserves a great life, but just to teach the God believers a lesson, let's give them a shitty life. Yeah, because we're testing them. Well, then fuck God. Kind of fucking skewed fucking way is that? Like, if that's all planned out, this is God's plan. Well, guess what, God? It's a fucked up plan, and it sucks, and makes no fucking sense. And you allow innocent fucking kids to fucking die. Meanwhile, fucking pieces of shit like P. Diddy get to live a luxurious life, full of adventures and all this fuckery and abusing fucking people and shit. Carefree life all the way up till this point. Even if he was put to death, he still had an entire life that was great for him, wasn't it? Well, most people in this world fucking suffer. What God would allow that? What God is just going to say, oh, that's fine. That's fair. Man, fuck God if that's the case. If there is a God, then fuck him. Straight up. This is a fucking sick ass fucking joke. Joke. This world we live in, fuck. I used to think I wanted to live forever. I think everyone when they're young at some point thinks about that, is afraid of, you know, having an expiration date, if you will. But I'll tell y'all, like, all the years that I spent suffering on this fucking shit planet, I don't want to live forever. Fuck that shit. Like, when you're young, when you're a kid, you don't see all the negatives in this world. You don't understand how bad things really are. Even the worst movies that kids are exposed to, even adult rated or whatever, R rated, whatever, doesn't even come close to what the real thing is, what life really is. Life is fucked. There's some good in this world, some beauty in it, but it gets so overshadowed by the bad in this world. It's like you don't even have enough time to really consume it. Like even people like you hear about these stories about, people, someone's wife getting cancer, passing away, leaving a family alone with just, a husband taking care of the kids or some shit. It's like, what fucking God does that shit? Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, as if it's God's plan. What kind of fucking plan is that? It's bullshit. Or like accidents. Or kids get hit by a car or some shit. Like, who plans this shit? Like, if this is God's plan, if this is all a plan, make sense out of some shit like that. Try it. Go ahead. Make sense of people abusing children, innocent kids, sexually and shit. Try to make sense out of that shit. Go ahead, try. You tell me, is there a God? You look at all these millionaires and billionaires, how easy they make money off of other people's suffering, and the luxurious lives they get to live, carefree, not a fucking care in the world. Technically just making money based off of evil, right? It's been that way throughout history. Been that way for hundreds, thousands of years. Just people always throughout history taking advantage of the weaker people. Been like that for a long fucking time since human beings began, since we started. I don't imagine it's ever stopped. It's like God said, let there be life. And we fucked this life up from the moment we were brought to this fucking earth. What good did we do? And you can go back and say, oh, well, Jesus sacrificed his life for us. But, to believe that, we have to really believe he's really the Son of God, though. Where's the real proof of that, though? Like, sure, there was probably someone named Jesus. Okay, sure. But, just seeing how easy it is for even, the media to make like a celebrity look bigger than he really is. And they make these celebrities seem like they're bigger than all, they're greater than all. You can even see how, even how people make up propaganda nowadays, how quickly and how easily people believe, that these celebrities are gods amongst men. Like they must be, George Clooney, Tom Cruise, like they're gods beyond men, amongst us. But are they though? Or is that just what the media wants us to believe? And hundreds of years from now, they could say, whoa, Tom Cruise was a god. Tom Cruise was a son of God. And how would those people know right from wrong? How would they know not? Because other people say no? Well, okay. Well, I mean, how do we know that the same thing didn't occur 2,000 years ago with Jesus? Just saying. And, who knows? Okay, sure. Let's just believe that, Jesus was the Son of God. Oh, he did create miracles. Oh, he really died for our sins. The fuck does that even mean? What the fuck does that mean, though? He died for our sins, though. Oh, okay. Right. In our measly, fucking pathetic lives where we only get to live less than 100 years, if that. And what do we get out of it? Mostly pain, mostly struggling, mostly suffering. Very little enjoyment or good in this world. Like it's pretty much just hate amongst hate amongst hate. And a little bit of love, a little teeny itty bitty bit of love or some shit. It's just like human beings we're just animals. Like even if you watch those YouTube videos of those Africans in Africa, like they're like part of tribes and they're just like they're eating raw fucking meat from someone's some animal's intestines or some shit. They're slurping it up like it's the best thing ever. Like, oh my god, this is so good. I'm slurping up intestines with the soup that I just manifested out of these guts. Yum. You watch how like animal like how just like like any human being. It's not just Africans. Like we all at some point probably were just like that. Like we just all at some point we're just like ugh, just eating raw meat just to survive. Yum, it tastes so good. Like when it really comes down to it, we eat, we shit, we fuck, we die. Just like animals. Oh, okay, we think we have a conscience, free will, right? I mean, what's that even do when we're like outnumbered by all these millions of other people in this world? Like this world is overpopulated. It's like, yeah, we're supposed to believe God cares about all of us equally. Every single one of us on this planet. All fucking 100 million, whatever the fuck. How many people are on this earth? Let's see. Whatever, all 8 billion of us. Yeah, God's just thinking about all 8 billion of us, every single one of us. Even the murderers. Oh yeah, sure. Even the abusers, even the sex traffickers, even the drug dealers, and fuck, even the cartel. Who cares, right? They're all God's children, right? It's like, well, I mean, that's the case, then shouldn't life technically be fair for everyone equally instead of only fair for the bad or evil then? Like, shouldn't there be some sort of like equality between the two? Like, or, just as many good people as there are bad people, who have stuff in this world. But no, it's just mostly evil people in this world who get to enjoy the good things in this world for the most part, while the rest just suffer. It's like, oh, okay. Oh, but this isn't the only life we're living in. Oh, there's an afterlife. Whoa, in heaven. Whoa. You mean, wow, heaven, huh? Boy, yeah, I'm sure looking forward to heaven. The fuck is like, I mean, honestly, I was just led into believing fucking fairy tales nonsense my entire life. That's how I feel. Fucking God. I don't mean to break your spirits, y'all. Because I know, some people out here might believe in God. I don't know. But, and then let's say there is a God, I kind of feel like shit breaking people's spirits or something. Or, almost feel like I'm, leading people astray or some shit. But people don't have to agree with me. I'm just speaking my mind is all. But I mean, that doesn't even mean I'm right. Who knows? Maybe God has it out for me. Maybe God despises me. He just loves every other fucking evil person on this earth who prospers. That's no, not cool. I'm not even talking about trolls right now. Most of that stuff I'm past. I'm not like that's not my problem. I'm just talking about some life stuff right now in general. I guess I mean it when I say this stuff. this troll shit, this drama stuff, I put it on the back burner. This shit is not really my concern. The stuff on here, like I sometimes can't even believe how a lot of these people are even invested as much as they are because of how just it's just mundane. It just hasn't changed for the past 4 or 5 years. Like the drama just will never end with these people in a way. Like it's just kind of like an ongoing thing. It's like, I was bound to get bored. Like that shit is boring as fuck. Constantly talking about the same people over and over again every fucking day. And honestly, it wasn't even that big of a deal. Like I probably wasn't even really that pissed off at this shit. It was more so just my life problems and just shit going on in my life. It was just spilling onto here, and just causing me to take it out on people on here. That's it, really, for the most part. Like that was really where most of my involvement or engagement in this drama shit came about. But I mean, like, I could really give a fuck about this drama shit on here. Like, it's like, it is, it is what it is. Like, it was tough dealing with it, but I mean, I'm mostly pissed off by like allowing me to get distracted, not accomplishing much within these past few years dealing with these trolls. That's what I'm mostly pissed off about. Not so much dealing with them or having to have deal with them. It's like more so wasting all that time dealing with them and not accomplishing anything else besides staying on here, you know, putting up with that shit. It just like it really like I really wish I was in my right state of mind because like I would have so rather have played video games or something or stepped away from this and watched a fucking movie. All those like years I wasted on here. Like there's so much other shit I could have been doing. Even just like watching a movie would have been so much better than sitting on here for like 2 hours even. Like, and I'd waste like 12 hours a day on this motherfucking shit. Like, I'm more pissed that I can't like get that time back that I wasted. That's what I'm mostly pissed off about. Because I mean, people are gonna keep poking at me no matter what. If I kept poking at them, they were just gonna keep poking back at me. But at any point, I could have or should have just backed away. I don't know why the fuck I just kept fucking lingering on this shit. Like, I mean, if anything, I should have done more silent streams than I did, like those streams where I spurred out and shit. Because, like, even just at that, like, for me, honestly, it's better just like doing silent streams, just staying completely silent than responding to those people. Like, I'd really fuck myself by like constantly responding to it. Fucking stupid. I mean, like now, when I respond to it, it's only if I choose to or want to. Like I can control myself enough to like know when to like step back or just say fuck this shit, just not even put time into it. Or if I decide to put time into it, it's because like, I can decide. But like back then, I wouldn't even think about it. I just like hit live. I just go live and not even like think. I just start saying a bunch of stupid shit and not even thinking about what I was even saying. I was just literally just ranting just for the sake of ranting and wouldn't even stop to think what I should talk about or what I was even talking about. Stupid. Fucking, fucking stupid. That's what I'm saying. Like most of my behavior on here on YouTube was stupid. Like, most of the shit I said or did on here was fucking retarded. Probably didn't make a lot of sense. Like it's not something to be proud of. That's why I like these a lot of these. Sometimes I think of these channels and it's more like just like a stain on me and just like can't get rid of. You know? I mean, some of these people out here, I've settled my differences with them too. So I mean, it's like I kind of just have to hate myself more for allowing myself to get drawn in like that. Oh, why the fuck I just didn't back away? If I wanted, but I didn't know what I wanted. My life is fucked, even more so. How the fuck did I allow that to happen? Stupidity, ignorance, denial, and influences. I just really was not clear headed then. Like if I just had only just like a few minutes just to think clear headed like I am now, it would have been so easy just to back away. Like, but it's like I was just so drawn in the influence that shit had on me, and I just had no idea that it was like affecting my way of like thinking. Like you don't want to believe, that your mind is influenced by something. Like just like in denial. It's like it's crazy. You just like try to convince yourself you're all right. I wasn't, and I wouldn't have been as long as I was on that shit. Like, and it morphed it kind of changed my brain chemistry for like good over 13, 14 years. And they say, not to take that medication if you're young, because it can fuck with your brain chemistry and shit. And I didn't want to believe it. I even remember reading that shit and still didn't listen, still took it, still just kept like believing, oh, I can just do this. And it's all I'm doing it for is just to stop anxiety. Oh, I'm fine. I'm just, it's just whatever. But no, like that shit fucked my brain up. It really did. And it pisses me off. But I can only really be pissed at myself for that. And it sucks because, like being a medication, people aren't going to think of it like it's that big of a deal. But if it were heroin, if it were coke, or if it were alcohol, all of a sudden there's advocates and there's people. Oh my God, poor you. Oh my God, you suffered through addiction for so long, you poor thing. But if it's under medication form, it's like nobody gives a shit. Even though it's just as effective as those fucking things, like just as effective as like a hard drug, and people are just like, oh, suck it up and take it like a man. Oh, you didn't struggle much. You just blacked out 14 years of your life, son. Get a job. Get a job. That's great. Is that what we're supposed to tell people who wake up from a coma as well? From a coma? Oh, hey, you were asleep for 14 years under a coma. By the way, good job. Don't be useless in society and get a fucking job. Look, oh, who cares if the last memory you remember was 2009? Was in 2009. Get a fucking job. Get a job. Get a job, bum. Yeah. People think I'm joking when I say I have agoraphobia. Like, you know, like 14 years of my life that I didn't barely left my home. Even in my last home we lived in, like I would barely leave the house unless I was like medicated. But when I wasn't, they panic attacks every time I leave my house. I don't make that shit up. Now, I wish it wasn't like that. I don't want to be like that. But because I'll force myself through situations. Like there are sometimes like I have to force myself in uncomfortable situations, and I'm sure everyone thinks, "Oh, you go through what everyone goes through." Like, okay, right. That's why, like, when I was so bad, like I had to have a therapist come to my home because I couldn't even go to see the therapist. I had such bad panic attacks leaving my home. And do you think I wanted a fucking therapist coming over to my home? Hell no. Fuck no. I don't know why I am the way I am, but it just seems to me like people just keep trying to force me to be somebody I'm not. And that's just like bullshit. Like I'm not even as bad as some people. Some people are terrible people. They have jobs. Like some people fucking murder people for a living as a job. Like I highly doubt that morals are based behind people who have a fucking job because a job could apply to anything. You could do anything as a job. You could kill people for a fucking job. There's literally a name. It's called a hitman. Okay, like there are people who literally get paid to murder people. But I'm worse, apparently, in society because I don't have a job. Like I'm worse than the person who murders someone for a fucking living because I don't have a fucking job. Because I don't work for a living. So I'm lesser than even a fucking murderer gets paid blood money because at least that's a job. People literally put more of a stigma on people who don't work than people who murder people for a living, people who made money, who worked just to just to collect minors for that Epstein motherfucker. And guess what? It was someone's job to collect a bunch of minors for that fucking piece of shit to abuse. That's also considered a job. Yeah, whatever secretary gathered up all these fucking minors for Jeffrey Epstein, guess what? That was his job. He got paid. It was his work. It was his job, y'all. People want to tell me what's right or wrong. People want to tell me about what's 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 right or wrong. Like they know. Oh, okay. Yeah, because you know. Right. But again, I must be worse than all of them. I don't have a fucking job. That's great. There's more stigma against the unemployed than professional murderers. Fucking funny. Yeah. I never killed anyone in my life, but I'm less than that murderer who killed someone for cash because it's his job, and I don't have a job. So I must be less than even that fucking murderer. Huh. Yeah. I'm just not a commodity to society. I'm just a leech on society. So therefore, I'm worse than, because at least that professional fucking murderer who killed someone for money, at least he paid his taxes, motherfucker, right? I mean, this isn't my way of trying to say I don't want to work. Because, like, I wish I had a career. I wish I was able to provide for myself. Absolutely, I do. Don't any of you think I don't just because I'm saying this shit. But it is true when I'm saying that there's more of a stigma towards the unemployed than there is even professional fucking murderers, killers, hitmen. Am I wrong or am I right? Because I'm right. Like, they still pay their taxes. They still give their money to Uncle Sam, right? They're a commodity amongst society because at least they still make money and work. And I don't. Therefore, I'm less than someone who has killed someone for cash. I've never killed anyone in my life. I never murdered anyone in my life. But I'm less than that motherfucker who murders someone for cash. Because at least they got a fucking job. Well, how about all that fentanyl being brought into this country? How about all that fentanyl that's going to cause a bunch of people to die, overdose, and that person bringing in the fentanyl? Guess what? That's his job. He pays his taxes. He gives money back to society. I don't. I'm sure I don't push on fentanyl to anybody. You don't see me fucking passing on fentanyl to anyone. You don't see me trying to profit off of killing people and shit. But of course, Those drug dealers selling fentanyl, guess what? They're better than me because, oh, they got a job. Whoa. You guys might think it's okay to sell drugs. Well, drugs are fine. Well, what about sex traffickers? Huh? What about sex traffickers who kidnap minor fucking girls from other countries or even in this country? Sex traffic women, little children off to other countries for sex purposes. Guess what? That's their job to do that. Yeah, that's their job to kidnap children. Sex traffic little children to be sexually abused by fucking grown ass adults. Guess what though? Guess what? I'm supposedly less than because I don't have a fucking job. At least they pay their taxes. At least they give back to society, right? And I don't though. So I must be less than. It's funny how the people who tell me to get a job never specify what job. Like, what if it was a terrible job? What if these people, they constantly told me to get a job and I finally get a job and it's something evil, something that I make money off of that's evil, right? Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, would it still be okay that I got a job then? You know, it wouldn't apply. It wouldn't matter to you guys if I was killing someone for money, if that was my job. It wouldn't bother you guys if I was selling drugs for money, if that was my job. Hmm? Right? Because it's still a job, right? Right? You fucking douchebags, smart asses, right? Y'all are so quick to fucking judge. So fucking quick to judge. Then the real evil in this world, the people who do the real evil, you don't even touch them. You people don't give a shit. You look past them, all the evil shit they're doing. You don't give a fuck, do you? You don't give a fuck about those innocent children who are sex trafficked from one nation onto another for sexual purposes. You don't care about the fentanyl and the drugs that have been smuggled in from another nation to kill your fucking children. You don't give a fuck about that. But you care about me not working, you fucking hypocrite motherfuckers. Right? So I'm considered less than all of those evil people in this world, all those evil politicians, all those evil fucking murderers, hitmen who kill people for a living because that's their job. You people are douchebags because like a bunch of fucking smartasses is what you are. Careful how you motherfuckers judge.
You know, growing up, I never had much, you know, but one thing my mom taught me was it's not right to hurt people, murder people. It's not okay to put your hands on women. Like my mom taught me the basics of this shit. My mom did teach me right from wrong. Okay, she might not have trained me to be a worker, uh, making money in society or some shit, but she did teach me right or wrong, right and wrong. I wonder if these people really committing real evil in this world, like that real sick evil, if they were taught right from wrong. And if they were, clearly they didn't give a fuck and they didn't listen to their parents. But if you were to ask me, I'd say it's because they were brought up wrong. Say that it probably was because their parents didn't teach them right from wrong. So they think that it is okay to live their lives like that. But my mom did teach me right from wrong. But because we were poor in society, we have to be pretty much condemned by society, even more so than these professional murderers, professional sex traffickers, drug dealers, evil politicians, you name it, children abusers, you name it. Society has condemned us to be even lower than that because we're poor. Yeah, we lived in poverty our entire lives. And so because of that, and because we don't give back enough tax money to society like those murderers do, yeah, we're less than, and I mean, yeah, like the society's fucked because, yeah, you do got people like Sugar Crits and others who think that way, who really think that, I'm worse than all this real evil out here. The evil that really exists. But people just, they just watch it on the news and they just say, oh, whatever. This doesn't have to do with our online YouTube community drama, so it must not be that important. Connie must be worse. Yeah. After all, Connie doesn't have a job. What a leech on society. Oh my God. He's so much worse. He's so much worse than murderers. He's so much worse than drug dealers. Oh, he's so much worse than sex traffickers. Oh, he's so much worse than the cartel. Oh, he's so much worse than the MS-13. Oh, he's so much worse than the mob, than the Italian mafia. Oh, he's even worse than the Russian mafia. Connie is the worst of the worst of the worst because he doesn't have a fucking job. Like, fuck off. All of you. Like, fuck off if you think that shit. Like, fuck off. Ignorant motherfuckers. Because for real, like I bet the majority of you people have judged me. Sat there pointing your finger. Oh, Connie doesn't have a job. What a fucking loser. How many times have you people pointed your finger at a fucking murderer and said the same fucking thing? How many times have you people pointed your finger at a fucking pedophile and said the same fucking thing? How many fucking times have you people pointed your finger at a fucking like drug dealer said the fucking same thing? Like real people, real evil fucking people out here. How many fucking times have you people actually went to those people, pointed your fingers at them, judged them, looked them in the eyes and told them they're fucking bums? They're fucking losers. Or are you too scared? Huh? Too scared to call out the real evil in this world, so you come after me, you weak motherfuckers? Come after me and my mom because we lived in poverty? Ugh. Oh my God. Ugh. My mom's on government assistance. Blah. Pisses you guys off so much, doesn't it? It's funny how you guys don't get pissed off at the people who take innocent fucking children's lives. The same way, though. Fucking hypocrites. If a school shooting occurred in the United States again, you know what this community would do? They'd spend more time hate bonding off of the hate they have for me than they'd even bother wasting time talking about, school shooting that occurred where innocent lives were lost, and they're not going to take their anger out on terrorists who do that shit. No, 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 no. They're going to take all their anger and frustration out on me for not having a fucking job. Weak, weak motherfucker. That's what you are, Sugar Crit. You're a weak bitch. You're a weak bitch who supports people who abuse fucking animals. Fuck you. You people want to demonize me for not having a job. That's fine, but I know you're ignoring the real people in this world who are actually doing real evil. And you're weak motherfuckers for that. You can suck my fucking dick. Y'all want to act like you're doing something for society? Stop those fucking drug dealers from smuggling in fentanyl into your fucking children's high schools and shit. All right, so stop those sex traffickers from kidnapping innocent children. All right, stop murderers from murdering innocent people. Then we'll talk, motherfuckers. But unless you guys can do a damn thing about the real evil occurring on this fucking planet, you need to shut the fuck up. Mind your fucking business. I don't have a job, okay? But shut the fuck up. It's not your fucking business. Right? And that's not the worst of the fucking problems or issues in this world. There's a lot more issues in this world than just me not having a job. So shut the fuck up.
I don't care, bitch. I don't give a fuck. If that happens, then it happens, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody taking my mom over my dead body.